Remember, boys and girls, do not drive and vlog unless you're an experienced driver and vlogger. Woo, that's scary. What's up, Internet? Jason Angus of Big J's Extreme Fitness. Today is, I think it's the 17th of October, not sure, but I wanted to talk to you guys about how much protein... Now my phone's ringing. I'll get right back to you. So the topic at hand was how much protein should I be taking in? Now, it just depends on... I promise I'll come right back. In owning my gym for 18 years, Big J's Extreme Fitness, and training at the original Metroflex gym in Arlington, along with some of the phenomenal bodybuilders that come out of that gym, Ronnie Coleman, Branch Warren, Ulysses Harris, Big Gus, the Bus Carter, Josh Todd, Jay Moore, I mean the list goes on, and a lot of the phenomenal female bodybuilders that come out of there. I've learned a lot, okay? I've trained with, competed with, eat with, talked about nutrition with all of those guys, including some of the other bodybuilders, Vince Taylor, Dorian Yates, Robbie Robinson, Eddie Robinson, the Flexing Dutchman, Barry DeMay, all those guys when I was stationed in Germany in the 80s. Just the plethora of knowledge coming from those guys is nothing but short of book material. Now, I like to try to give you guys all this information because, A, that's my job. I'm a teacher. I like to teach people what I know. And B, because there's so many guys out there, and I'm not knocking anybody, but there's a lot of you younger guys out there that have got, 6 months to 2 or 3 years in the sport and are fresh and eager and learning and, reading and experimenting and whatnot. That's great. We need you guys too, but I'm a seasoned veteran and I want to give you guys all the information I can. So here's my take with all the knowledge and years of experience and from the other guys that I've learned from about protein intake. So here you go. Enjoy. I forgot to mention Tom Platts, God dog it, Bob Ciccarello, let's see, who else? Aaron the Batman Baker. Man, the list goes on and on. I've trained with all of them. I just wanted to throw that in there. Chris Cormier, strong guy, phenomenal. Paul Dillette. Hold on, I'll come back with you. I've got a lot more. I just can't remember all of them. Especially when I was in Germany. Vince Taylor, he was a phenomenal bodybuilder. Excellent poser, great guy. Had some crazy quads. Never really squatted that much. Always leg press. Anyway, I know I'm rambling. It's a great video in my opinion. I hope you guys don't unsubscribe. How could I forget Nasser El Somebody? Nicest guy in the world. One of the biggest guys in the world. Trained with him a couple times. Actually guest posed with him once or twice. In Texas, as a matter of fact. Great guy. Loved him. How much protein? That's the question and the topic for this video. I got a question, personal message question, and I like those guys. Keep sending them. They're great video material. And actually, I had 3 or 4 of the same question. One was on one of my videos, and basically all of them say, why do you have to have so much protein to grow? Well, I'm not a scientist and I'm not a doctor. I'm a professional personal trainer and I work out hard. I have to tell you this. If you don't eat enough protein, your body's not going to grow, and this is how you experiment with it. Those of you who are so smart that are telling bodybuilders that are 200, 250, 260, 270 and above, full of muscle, that you're eating too much protein, you don't need all that protein, and you're 180 pounds, you do the math, okay? The proof's in the pudding. You've got to have a lot of protein. Now, when I say a lot, if you want to get down and get to the science of how much protein you need, start measuring it. Figure out at least half a gram of protein per pound of body weight is only, and this is according to the scientists and the guys that sit in the labs all day behind their computers figuring things out. It's not what I think, it's what they've said. To maintain muscle, you got to have half a gram of protein per pound of body weight. So if you weigh 200 pounds, you need 100 grams just to maintain. Up to 3/4 of a gram of protein, 0.75. So if you weigh 100 pounds, you need 75 grams to start to venture into the muscle building. 1 gram, if you weigh 100 pounds, you need 100 grams of protein per pound of body weight to start building. And any more your body's really going to struggle, and your liver and your kidneys and your intestines and your stomach, everything's going to fight to get rid of that. But if you're training with intensity, and that's the bottom line, if you're training with intensity, then you will be able to utilize a lot of that protein. Now you're not going to be able to use all of it, I promise. But if you want to get on stage as a bodybuilder, if you want to look like a bodybuilder or figure of fitness, whatever it is that you do, you have to fuel your muscle. Now here's a real quick example, and I'll let you guys go for the day. If you're driving your car from Dallas, Texas to Colorado Springs, Colorado, one of my favorite trips, haven't done it in a long time, but it is about a 16-hour drive. Now it takes about 2 tanks of gas, because guess what? It's an 800-mile drive all day long. So if your car is only half full when you take off, you're going to have to stop twice as much. And that's another topic, more eating, etc. But you have to fuel yourself to do the job. If you're trying to be a bodybuilder, you have to put as much protein in your body to build muscles. And you're all bodybuilders, you're all building your body. I'm just saying competitive or larger than average. If you're just trying to get from your house to your grocery store and you're only putting the same amount of fuel it will take you to get there, hence you're just working out to maintain, or you're just working out to feel good, or to get the blood flow, or to lubricate the joints, then you do not need a full tank of gas. So I would say you guys that are not really trying to be monsters and huge and competitive bodybuilders and or powerlifters, you do not need 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight or more. You would venture into the realm or the stigma, or that's not even the right word. Let me try to use a regular word. You would be in the category of utilizing a quarter to half to maybe a little bit more than a half of gram of protein per pound of body weight. Now that goes without saying on your carbohydrates, because your protein's the building block of muscle with amino acids, okay? It forces your muscles to grow because you force the protein and aminos into the muscles. But your energy sources are not really from protein. Your energy sources are from, number 1, oxygen, number 2, ATP and creatine monohydrate, and number 3, and which is I like, the carbohydrates, complex and simple. So make sure that you understand that's a different topic. I just wanted to touch on how much protein that you will need to do the job that you're needing to do. Now, to answer that one guy's question real quick, can I just not have as much protein as I feel like I need? That's all you need, buddy. If you feel like you don't want to grow, then don't eat a bunch of protein. If you feel like you think you need to grow, like some of us guys in our mid-40s at 10% body fat and still 250-something pounds, hello, and still have a six-pack to show, look back a couple videos ago, I showed my abs, then you're going to need a lot more protein. So there's my answer for your question. Thank you so much. Please submit comments and questions below or to my personal message. I'd love to do a video for you guys. Thanks a lot for your support. Remember, guys, intensity rules, train hardcore, and what's next? See you next video. Damn, I lost my train of thought. Can't even speak. Blah!